What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna go in with Beaches and Cream by Makeup Geek and the Meeeeeeekks palette, and I'm just washing that all over my crease. And then I'm going to take the color Wanderer from the Tartelette palette, and I'm just going to place that in the same place as I put Beaches and Cream, and it's just going to give as another transition color. And then I'm going to take the color Natural Beauty, and I'm just going to wash that in the same places just to give it more depth into when we do that dark purple color. Now I'm going to go in with the color Best Friend, and I'm just going to place that in the same places that I've placed the other colors, just to deepen out that crease a little bit more. Then I'm going to go in with the color called Bombshell. It's just a really dark purple, and I'm going to place that in the same places just to deepen out that color a little bit more, so when we cut that crease, that dark purple will be the first color there at the line. Then I'm going to just blend out those harsh edges, and with a little fluffier brush with nothing on it, I'm just going to blend those edges out. And then I'm just going to keep reapplying the color Bombshell to the darkness of my liking, and I'm trying to make it really as dark as possible as I can, so that the look will come out much better and more dramatic. So when you take pictures during prom, it'll actually show like how hard you worked on it. And again, just keep blending out those edges so that it'll look as seamless as possible, so it's not just like a really dark purple, like stark area there. As you can see, I'm blending it out as much as I can. Alright, so moving on to the fun part, we're gonna cut the crease by using my MAC Pro Longwear concealer, and I like this concealer more to cut out my crease because it's more liquidy than the other concealers, and it's easier to draw that line right up to where you want to cut that crease out. So you can just watch how I do it, but I'm taking a really small thin concealer brush, and I'm just dragging it slowly across my eyelid, not doing too much big movements here, but just slowly, like making sure that I get that line as clean as possible as I can and to my liking. Just make sure that when you do this, that both sides are even as possible, or as much as you can make them even, because if it's not even, then it'll look pretty funny. And then I just go in with the color Supermom to just set that cream or any like light pale powder. And then, so for the glitter, I'm going to go in with the color Starstruck Silver with some Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm going to not speed up this part just so you can see like how I'm actually doing this. And first I'm going to place the glitter glue all over my lids, just like so, with the same brush that I used to cut out my crease, just clean it off a little bit. And I'm going to place that all over my lid, and then take a little bit of glitter and just start pressing it at the line that meets the eyeshadow at the top, so that that line can be the most crisp line. And as you can see, I'm like slowly doing it. You will have fallout because like it is like loose glitter, and it's cosmetic glitter, so it is safe for your eyes. Make sure it's that type of glitter, or else you can actually cut your eyebrows out. But yeah. Also with this look, since I am going to do a winged liner after this, I like to leave a little space where my eyelashes and where the glitter is a little bit, so that when I do put my wing eyeliner there, it doesn't have a hard time gliding over that, because sometimes when you have glitter underneath your eyeliner, it'll look very like blotchy and like thick, and that's what I don't want, especially on this day for prom. So just make sure you leave a little space between there, so that it'll be easier to apply your liquid liner. That's pretty much how the eyes should look like, and then I'm just taking a wipe to clean out the fallout. For my wing liner, I'm going to go in with my trusty Kat Von D tattoo liner, but for this look specifically, I should have went in with a gel liner, like the Inglot liner, but I don't have Duraline with me, so it's kind of hard for me to work with that right now. But I noticed that if you want the liner to be very opaque and like black as fuck, you should like use something more liquidy, and like the NYC liquid liner. So I actually did go in with the NYC liquid liner after this, because the glitter was getting stuck to my felt tip. As you can see, like a little bit is rubbing off on it, and that kind of annoyed me a little bit. So yeah, just a little tip for when you do your eyeliner. I also wanted to darken out that dark purple, so I went in with a really small like pencil brush. Like, is it a pencil brush? Or like a really thin like liner pencil, and I just darkened that line out where that glitter meets that crease. And here's where I went over with the NYC liquid liner. You see, like, it just makes the line a little bit more darker. And plus, like, since I had hooded eyes and my liner was actually thicker than usual, like the glitter was kind of rubbing off on it. But thank God, like, the black liner did not transfer to the top where I made my new cut crease pretty much. But just some glitter were sticking to it. So moving on to the face, I didn't want to put my eyelashes on just yet because I'm going to be putting powders on my face, and I didn't want the powders to like go on my eyelashes. So I'm going to go in with my Cover FX Custom Blot Drops because they make my face so freaking matte. And for like events like this, like, you want to go in with the best possible products for your face to ensure that your makeup lasts forever. For my foundation, I'm going to go in with my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea in medium tan sand. And of course, for events like this, you should go in with foundations that you know work best for your skin. So for me, I like to go in with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea and the Cover FX Custom Blot Drops, because I just know that this combination is not going to make me get oily at all. Like, it wears for so long, and I noticed that I never have to touch up. So that's why you should know what, like, how your chemistry with makeup is pretty much. Yeah, this is my go-to foundation. And since it is a medium coverage foundation, I just placed more foundation where I needed the coverage, just to build up more in that area around my cheeks pretty much, because I wanted it to be more opaque there. And of course, for concealer, I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And I'm just going to do that in the usual spots. And since today is a day that I want everything to stay on for a really long time, I'm going to cream contour with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Toast, I believe. And I'm just going to place that on the contours of my face, so my cheeks and the perimeters of my forehead. And I'm just going to blend it out with a stippling brush. And to bake, of course, because I can get oily, I'm going to go in with my Cover FX translucent light powder, and I'm just going to place it under my eyes and then all over my nose, just to make sure my oils are kept at bay. And of course, I'm going to contour with my Shade and Light palette, just that middle color, on the same places that we put the cream contour. And since I want to look fierce as fuck, I'm going to cut the cheeks by baking underneath it. And I'm taking this brush from Morphe and I'm just going to place some powder with the same Cover FX powder underneath them. That I look all cute and shit with all this bakage underneath going around in my face, I'm going to line my waterline with the NYX pencil liner. I think it's just in the color black. And I'm going to do that to both eyes. Now with the color Bombshell and a pencil brush, I'm just going to line that lash line, or like more like smoke it out, because I want to look very smoky and sultry. And then with the color Natural Beauty and a fluffier brush, I'm just going to smoke out that lower lash line even more and just make sure everything looks blended and seamless. Now to knock off all this bakage, I'm going in with my Makeup Forever powder and a fluffy brush, and I'm just using that to give myself a bit more color. Now that I have my eyelashes on, I actually made a mistake on my eyelids, so don't mind me. I'm moving on to my blush, and I'm taking my Sigma Quarter Rosa brush and just placing that on my cheeks. And since I want to be highlighted and glowing to the gods, I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever Starlit Liquid in, I think it's the color 3, and I'm just going to place that on the high tops of my cheeks, and I'm just blending that out. And for even more highlight, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Starlit Powder in 13, and I'm just going to place that on top of this liquid. And you guys, it is like the best combination of life. Like you have to do this for prom, especially because then you will be like glowing to the gods, and like everyone will fucking see you because of your fucking highlight. It's just so beautiful. And then I felt like it was a bit too much, so I tried to tone it down by using my blush brush, using my powder brush, just to like tone it down a little bit because it looked a little bit too much for me. But if you're into it, then go for it, girl. And since you'll be taking hella pictures and stuff and you want to look glowy as fuck, don't forget to highlight your brows, and then don't forget to highlight your inner corners, girl. Okay, don't forget it. And since I thought my nose looked all flat and shit, like I just decided to contour it with the Shade and Light palette, the same color I went to contour my face. And I'm just doing that to, like, you know, give myself more of a bridge because I know my nose is flat and shit, so yeah. And then I went in with my Fix Plus because I felt like my face was all powdery and shit, so yeah. So this is lip number 1. It's a very nude lip. I used the Tarte lip gloss in Avi, and it's a very safe look because you're doing too much with the eyes already. You don't want to like do a very bold lip. So you guys can either go for this option, or you can go for this option, and it's a very bold, like in your face look. You already have the glittery, like smoky eye, pretty much cut crease look going on, and then you also have a red bold lip. It's a matte liquid lipstick. It's the Dose of Colors Black Rose liquid lipstick, so it won't move at all. And that pretty much completes the look. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more videos like this, then comment and like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.